Hey everyone, thanks for visiting my channel again. My name is Ham Valoria, and for today I'm so excited because the package that I ordered from Morphe has finally arrived. So this is the Morphe X James Charles brush set. So I ordered it online. It came in about, I believe, a week and a half after I ordered it. It came in the mail, and right now I'm going to unbox it with you guys. So, just to give you an idea, Morphe is a brand that's not available here in the Philippines. You can get it shipped to the Philippines, however, we don't have any physical store or any direct reseller here in the Philippines. So I ordered it online. It says here in the package that it came from Singapore. So my guess is that that's the closest distributor that they have. So right now I'm so excited. Currently I have the Deluxe Tools brush set. This is my very first unboxing of anything that was captured on video, so I'm very excited. The very first brush set that I have came from Deluxe. I ordered it from the US, and I had my relatives from the US bring it back here when they visited. So right now that's my only brush set. So it's kind of difficult, which is why I tried to order another set so that I would have more brushes to use. Especially now that I'm starting this channel, I need a lot more cleaner brushes, specifically like the blending brushes or the foundation brushes, if ever I'd be working on more than one color. So this is so exciting. It makes me so happy seeing James Charles' face on the package. So basically, it's this one. So let's get rid of the box and let's just look at it on its own. So it says here, Morphe X James Charles. This is a 34-piece brush plus sponge collection with custom Tubby collection. Oh, sorry, with custom Tubby, I should say. So there are several brush sets that Morphe offers, but I chose the James Charles collection for number one, it has a lot more number of brushes within the set. Number two, let me just show you one of the brushes that I worked with that was given to me. So I noticed that this is similar to the form factor of Jeffree Star's brush set with Morphe. What I noticed with this one, when it's pointed, I find it more difficult to hold the brush and to maneuver it because I hold the brush from the very end to make the application more ergonomically less stressful, at least for the wrist. But I believe I'm pretty sure the quality of the brushes of Jeffree Star with any other collection brush sets that Morphe has are of the same quality. It's just that I prefer the ones with equal amount of, the equal size of the width of the handle. So right now, I'm going to open this brush set. This makes me so happy. So he says, "Hi sisters, James Charles here, and welcome back to my brush collection. Brushes are any artist's tool to create a masterpiece. I curated this brush set with my favorite brushes that are vital to each step of the makeup routine, but also included duplicates of my most used eye brushes. This way you have absolutely everything you need for a full collection, and you can focus on unleashing your inner artist." And that's something I definitely agree. Most of the time when I was working with just the Deluxe Tools brush set that I have, you only get, let's say, one blending brush. So by the time you use it, if you have another client, what happens is you need to clean the brush first before you use it on a different client. Otherwise, you're gonna mix all the colors together. So he curated this one specifically not only for makeup artists, but for, you know, makeup enthusiasts as well. So he claims that you don't need to buy any other brush set because he has duplicated the most essential brushes for you to use. So let's try to focus on the brush set because that's what's important here. So let us open the box. I try to be very careful with my things, which is why, you know, I try not to break the box that it came with. There you go. I can hear the angels singing. Here it is. It's so huge and I love it. There's an engraved Morphe X James Charles branding right here, and then it says "Unleash Your Inner Artist." It feels very sturdy. What I don't like though is these buttons right here, because I was able to purchase, I'm not sure if it was a brush set as well, or a brush holder or container, but they have the same design, and what I noticed that this could sometimes, it's not as durable, and it can be very flimsy that, you know, you could rip the button from the leather off. So let's try to just open the brush set. So let us open it. I swear, you have no idea, guys, how happy I am to receive this brush set. So this is the Morphe Highlight and Contour Beauty Sponge. So Erin and I were just talking, of how I normally don't use sponges just because I feel like I'm more comfortable using a brush, but maybe now's the time for me to start using a blending or a beauty sponge. I want to know where you find a sponge most helpful, so that, you know, I can insert it into my makeup application skills as well. You know, let's help each other out. It's very rare for me, at least for the ones that I'm familiar with, it's very rare for me to find a brush set that comes with a sponge, so I'm very happy that James Charles included a sponge in his collection. This feels very stiff for me, but I know that you're supposed to damp it by putting water in it, but it feels very stiff enough that it's going to probably blend foundation very well. So I'm going to give this a try some other time. This is just to focus on the products itself. The reason why I was smelling it was because for some reason I sort of smelled something similar to the smell of pencil pens. It has that smell, I don't know why. It's very chemically scented. So these are the brush sets. It is a very huge tub, which I think can be useful for my existing brush set. So, you know, I don't have to carry around several other brushes. So this is it. I'm very surprised that the handles are not as long as most brushes I've worked with, but maybe it's just the handle that's not as long. Everything else it just seems short to me, but not that that's a bad thing. Let's see each one. So I'm going to unwrap each one of these so that when I'm going to show them to you guys, it's going to be, you know, not as reflective, because the ring light for some reason is not allowing you to see the brushes very clearly. So I'll be right back. Okay, so let us start with the 6 face brushes. So the first one is the Morphe M527. So this is a very, very big brush. So why is it not focusing? There you go. So this is a very big brush that's white. I'm definitely going to be using this for powder because of its size. Probably I'll try to use this to set powder under the eyes. But what I don't like is that it's color white, because powders are usually going to tint this. It's probably going to be very difficult to rinse, because I try to clean my brushes with soap or shampoo once a week, and then every other day would probably be using a brush cleaner. The next one is the Morphe M439. So this is a foundation brush. This looks very beautiful. It's very dense, so I feel like, you know, I can just pack on the product and then it will blend everything very well. If you want something that's full coverage, this is a great brush for you to use. The next one is the Morphe E4. So this is something that I probably use for contouring. The bristles are, I believe it's synthetic. It feels synthetic to me, which is perfect, especially if I want to use contouring products which are cream informed. The next one is the Morphe E48. So this is a very small dome-shaped brush. I'd probably use this for highlighting around this area right here. So I like the fibers and I like the shape very, very much. The next one is the Morphe M405, another angled brush. I like this because it's pretty small. So both of these I definitely use for contouring or blush application. The only difference is that I'm going to use this for someone with a bigger face and this one with a smaller face. And then the last one for the face brushes, this is the Morphe M173. I like this. I'm probably going to use this for concealer. Yeah, I like that it appears to be dual fiber. I'm not sure if it is, but I like that it's very, very dense as well. So all in all, these 6 brushes are ones that I'm going to use. So next up, I'm going to show you the brushes that comes in more than one piece. So all in all, there's a total of 10 brushes that comes in more than one piece. So some of them comes in 2s, some of them comes in 3s. So let's start with these 3 first. So this is the Morphe M433 brush. This is a very small blending brush, which I think is very useful for Asian eyes. So I love that this comes in 3 items. So you know, you can use one for blending the crease. You can use one as a clean blending brush to blend the color even more. And then the second one for, I don't know, maybe your transition color or something. The bigger sister of the M433, this is the M441. So I like that they created them in the same focus, in the same color as well. I like the size. I think that it's just right. It's not that any bigger than the M433 or what was it? Yeah, M433. It's just the right amount of increase in size compared to the M433. The M506, which are 2 very, very small versions of the M433 and the previous one that I just mentioned. That I don't see myself using a lot, just because I feel like the size is something I need to get used to, but you know, who knows. I am so happy with these 2 brushes right here. This is the Morphe M224. I'm going to be using them for application of eye cream products. There you go. And I'm going to use it for the application of concealer as well. I'm going to try and see if this would work well as a lip brush, but I like the size. It's just the right size, especially the length of the brush itself. So guys, whenever you're buying brushes, try not to make it a deciding factor whether the bristles are soft or hard, because some of the brushes are intended to be a bit more stiff, just because the products that you're going to use them for needs to be used with a stiff bristle. So the next one is the Morphe M456. This is another brush that I may need to get some used to when it comes to using, because just the size of it is something that I'm not used to using. But let's see what the purpose of this is going to be. The Morphe M124. This is a firm shadow brush, so for people with smaller eyelids, this is a great size of brush for you to use to deposit color. So you can use either a cream product or a powder eyeshadow with it before you start blending. The oval shadow brush, and this is a brush that I see myself definitely to be used when it comes to the application of eyeshadows. I like the size very much, and I like the shape of it as well. This is the Morphe M431. This is a pencil brush, so I'm going to use this to apply you know, color on the lower lash line, or I'm going to use it to put highlight on the inner corner of the eye. This is very useful. I like that it comes in 2 pieces as well. This brush, I'm so happy that it comes in 2. This is the M250-1. So this is a defined liner brush. I'm so excited to use this for gel liners and you know, drawing extreme details with my makeup. The last one that comes in 2 pieces is the Morphe M152. Now, I don't understand why. I mean, I understand for this big guy right here to come in this size, but what I don't get is why these 2 came in this size. If I was to compare the sizes, look at how small that is. So, you know, it just makes it, as a makeup artist, it's very difficult to apply makeup with this very short-handled brush. I know that some brands do make short-handled brushes such as MAC, but I just don't see myself using it a lot. So anyway, that's the That's the 10 brush pieces that comes in more than one item. So let's look at the last set of brushes so that we can wrap everything up. I'm going to start off with this one. This is the Morphe E62. This is an angled dual fiber brush. Again, this is a brush that I haven't had the chance of working with before, but I believe you can use this to, you know, draw out an eyeshadow that's going to be winged when it comes to shape. So probably use this with a cream shadow if ever you're going to go for that kind of look. The next one is the Morphe M410. So this is something that I see myself using to carve out the edges of the lip to make the application very precise. Morphe M158, so this is a dual-ended brush. So the other one is, this one right here is an angled brush, and then the other one is a spoolie. So I like the size of it. I think it's perfect to create a winged liner and also to tight line. But I like the size of the spoolie as well, so I see myself using this. I just am not a fan of dual-ended brushes, just because, you know, when you drop them into the brush set, the other one might get bent or something. And the last one, this is a brush that I'm very excited to use. This is a Morphe M501. This is something I see myself using to highlight, or probably to set the under eye with a powder, with a loose powder. So I'm very excited to use this. It's dome shaped as well. So again, I'm going to show you everything. So this is the, how many pieces? This is the 34-piece brush set of Morphe X James Charles that comes with a beauty sponge as well. And it comes with this beautiful container. So what I like about this is that, let's say if you're an artist and you're applying makeup, and let's say you've used this brush, you can put the used brushes on the other end of the cover, so that, you know, you can separate which ones you've used and not used. So this is my first impressions for the brush set of Morphe X James Charles brush set. I hope that it was very helpful for you to find out what's included in the package and see for yourself on where you can use these specific brushes. So I hope you had fun. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you love this video, subscribe to my channel, and you can also click on the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video for you to get updated. And if there's anything that you would want to know, or how you, if there's any specific look that you want me to create using these brushes, you can comment down below, and, you know, let's exchange some ideas so that we can create a better channel for you guys. So thanks for watching my video. You guys have a great day.